Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here. Time for the film study of Kentucky-Mississippi State. A lot of people didn't see what we thought we would see. Bulldogs kind of got whipped up on. Kentucky was really physical. And even though I felt like State's defense for most of the game played well enough to win, the Mississippi State offense just could not get it going in the game and kind of almost started getting whipped more and more as the game went on. Here's a few plays that show you examples of kind of how the points added up and where the game was being won and lost. All right, here's an early third down. State's going to send the tight end out in a route. You're going to have six-man protection with the running back. Kentucky's still going to get pressure by running the quarterback out of there. Incomplete on third down. It's an example of how some protection things began to pop up for State. So tight end's going to be out of there on a route. You got to forget him. So it's 5 linemen and a back. You got 6 blockers. And Kentucky is only going to bring 6, 3 down linemen and 3 linebackers, and the 7th linebacker in the box is going to drop out of there. So the first thing they do is bring linebacker in the A gap, number 1, going to occupy the back, and then they're going to bring the next linebacker behind him to try to find that free lane. The other thing that's going to happen here in the protection is left guard is going to pick up 1, and then left tackle is supposed to pick up off the edge too, but he gives up that pressure coming off the edge there. So because of the wide rush here, what they're doing is getting 2 guys on the tackle. Essentially, the guard couldn't get there because the defensive tackle's so far outside. They're making room for the double blitz in the middle from the linebackers. And then it's a numbers game. You got plenty to block. You got 6 on 6. But what happened is they overload here to this side, and the right guard, Calhoun, had nobody to block in a 3-on-2 situation play side. So Kentucky does a nice job, overloads it, runs them out of there, get it incomplete. Early on, State's defense doing a good job. They're going to read Chauncey Rivers, the defensive end, and try to block the linebacker there with the up back on that little toss sweep, or read him anyway. And the quarterback's read, he's looking at Rivers. Rivers takes the step inside, and now the pitch is coming out here, and Errol Thompson runs through the block. If you go back and look, again, they're going to read the end. Watch him step inside. Now bring the up back or tight end here to try to pick off the linebacker. This is a great job here by Thompson to get to the outside shoulder. This is fundamental football. Take him on with your inside, get to his outside shoulder. Now you've got leverage. And oh, by the way, you got an end trailing from the inside. State was really aggressive early on. Late first quarter, State got going on a scoring drive. This is another third down deal. And this time going to hit that crosser. Going to clear out with a deep across. Curl it up on the outside, but hit that for a first down. But the key is a protection. You're going to zone blitz this out of a 4-man front. He's going to line up it in and then drop into coverage. State picks it up nicely. 2 linebackers up the chute. Center and tailback get them, and you get a completion right there. So you give your quarterback this kind of time, he's going to make plays. He's going to drop it in, and they'll run the middle linebacker across the face of the center to create that lane for the other linebacker to come in there, and it gets picked up really nicely. Tackle one-on-one wins. You pick up the linebacker. Here comes the back. Harris Williams picking him up, and you win right there. So they're dropping there, 4-man rush. You give a quarterback this kind of time, he's going to make a lot of throws. Right there is a guy in his throwing lane with a deep throw, and as soon as he vacates, you hit it right behind him for a first down. Same drive, 1st and 10 play, and they're going to get these soft corners with 2 safeties in the middle of the field. I believe they're reading this on the fly, where when the corners fly out, they're going to stay underneath and run those hook routes on or curl routes on 1st and 10. On the snap, cushion, and when you see that, there's cushion on the inside too. You're going to take the easy completion here, and it's a nice throw, on time, accurate, so receiver has a chance to make the first guy miss. Drive continued over here to start the second quarter, but they found themselves in 3rd and long, 3rd and 13. They're going to put 4 on the line and drop the linebacker. Fitzgerald steps up to avoid the outside pressure and then makes a throw down to Guidry, get him in scoring position. So one of the things that happens is 3 guys with their hand down, a 4th standing in there, but it's 3rd and 13, everybody's soft, right? And so when they see this drop, it's only 3-man pressure, but they get pressure because of the outside speed rush. 41 Allen, who was a threat all night long, beats the left tackle. But the thing about it is, again, there's no inside rush, and so now your quarterback can step up and avoid it. This is just making a play, seeing the right guy behind that soft coverage. 41 is going to get upfield, speed rush to the outside, flush out of there. But really, that's not bad. You want to be at least in position to give him a shove so your quarterback can step up if everybody else is doing his job. Good job by Fitz to turn his shoulders and make an accurate throw. State's tackles were having trouble out on the edge, blocking Josh Allen and pass protection and other guys on that Kentucky defense too. And even though Fitz was getting hit some and pressured and run out of there, I still felt like he did a pretty good job of standing in and trying to deliver the ball throughout the ball game. Just before half, Kentucky trying to tie it up. They snap it with right at 1 second left, and they get the one-on-one to the boundary that they wanted there with a hard corner. Throw it kind of back shoulder up for grabs. So third quarter, State's offense couldn't stay on the field. Defense starting to get worn down, and Kentucky got the running game going a little bit. Here it's hat on the nose, and the tackle and the end pushing everything this way. The back is reading off the linebacker. Middle linebacker is not blocked at the point of attack. But you're reading as he steps into the hole, going to look for that cutback lane. And that's why the backside offensive tackle has stepped through, turned his hips, and is now locking out the other linebacker right there. So the combination of one linebacker stepping here and ball goes away from him, and this block on the next level is going to spring a big run. Third quarter, they got it across the 50, and a great play call here as they fake that little quick toss and play action, throw it up top off of it. So give you the toss look. Linebacker chases that, goes this way. Meanwhile, up back is getting to the next level. He would normally block here if you did pitch this thing, but now he's going to come off and run his route. Safety in the middle of the field has got to see that and cover it. And Rayford actually sees it. He's in a position to pick the football off and gives up the catch. But interference was called as well. Now, the call was inconsequential because the receiver caught the ball. But his eyes are here. He's watching this. Ball is already in the air, and they're going to play it in the air. And right here, he sees pass interference. Again, is he looking at the ball or is he looking here at the receiver? Okay, so now at this point, is that pass interference? Because, there's minimal contact, if any, and the defensive back has his eyes on the football. He's looking at the ball. And now, as the defensive back's going to make a play on an underthrown football, the receiver jumps on his head, and he's got his arm around the face of the defender at this point. Now, phenomenal job to get your hands on it and catch that football. Can't do a better job than that. But a flag was actually thrown there. Okay, so not long after that, State's in a 3rd and 2 and trying to convert after falling behind by a touchdown. And these two defenders, 41 Allen and the tackle next to him on the play side of a run, just win their one-on-one battles and stop this run play. Throws the lineman off, gets to the backfield, and then his buddy next door is in the backfield as well, and they throw it down before he can get to the first down marker. Okay, it's still a one-score game right here in the late third quarter with 1:44 to go, and the defense again gives the offense a chance for Mississippi State to try to maybe come back and win the game. A big interception on the sideline by Brian Cole. He wants that one-on-one. He's already thinking about it, looking at it pre-snap. No really decision, just throw it up, give him a chance on the sideline, and Cole makes a great play. So after the turnover, you look up, it goes over in the fourth quarter, and it's 2nd down and 24. They've gone backward, gotten really long yardage situation, and they're only going to rush 4, 3 down linemen and a linebacker off the edge, dropping the other. So here's your 3 linemen. Here comes linebacker off the edge, and Allen's dropping back here to take the back or the flat in pass coverage. So speed rush beats the right tackle to the quarterback. Meanwhile, 1 rusher for 2 linemen on this side. You got the left tackle and the left guard getting beat by 1 defensive tackle. Right here, again, he's speed rush, but he's deep enough that if he can, Fitzgerald is going to step up and escape here and either hit across or get big run yardage. But this leak through and poor job by two guys on the backside gets him sacked. I mean, that could have been a big play. Kind of what happens is with him lined up here and the end outside, you're thinking that here comes the rush because you've had that outside rush. They've influenced him now, going to drop him, and his first step is this way. And when he steps left, now both are out of position if he gives you that hard inside move, and that's exactly what you get. A swim move, and now he's got leverage. And again, if he comes hard and fast, he can pressure the QB, and he does, but he should be able to step up and escape this way. And again, you got winning happening over here on the play side by guard and center. So if this is not the guy, Fitz is going to leave right here and most likely hit Guidry or run the football. Instead, get sacked from behind on 2nd and 24. Later in the game, 8 minutes left, still a one-score game. This is really the huge play in the game where Kentucky is going to bring that trigger blitz coming off the hash and let Mixon get a free release in the slot. Quarterback reads it. It's only a 4-man rush. They have given the left tackle help with the running back right here. You're going to get it blocked up here. Right tackle does a nice job, but it's that safety or nickel safety off the edge unblocked that forces Fitzgerald to step up. Two things happen. You get the free release. He knows he's going to get at some point a chance to maybe make that inside throw. The other thing is if he had not been, moving this way in the pocket, again, influenced by the fact that Allen's coming this way and is pressuring him, so he just feels it. If he stands in there and steps up, he may hit tight end right here running in the middle of the field for a big play on 3rd and 15. So they left him open in the middle. Again, he's thinking this way, and here's why he throws it. He has the overthrow. This is why. Even though he steps up, a quarterback feels this. He's been hit in the game, and even though you don't sack right here, the pressure all night and the pressure in your face, you step up and you just get a little bit more on it and the ball sails on you. Got to make that throw, but this interception in return is what really turned out to be the backbreaker for the team. It was a one-score game before that. What you have called here as they rotate to cover 3 with that blitz, comebacks on the outside, vertical inside move here, vertical inside move deeper here on 3rd and 15. They bring the hash safety, rotate it down to cover 3. Actually drew it up wrong. They're going to rotate here and back here, but still rotate it to cover 3. When they do, again, linebacker runs out of there and totally vacates the middle of the field. So really first read should have been, does he win? If tight end wins to the inside, now you got an easy throw and a completion right here. You're going to at least get some of it back, maybe even break it. It's not a bad read, though, here on Mixon. It's just a bad throw. Kind of a tight window to throw it in. Got to keep the ball down. And so with 8 minutes, that one-score game turns into a 2-score game with a touchdown run right up the chute, blocked perfectly. You look at all the hat on a hat on a hat and walled off on that backside. Kentucky couldn't have blocked this play any better, and he's out the gate for a touchdown. You see the behind shot. You can really see how it worked. There's a lot going on, but you get one-on-one in the nose. Pretty good job right there, even though he gets penetration. Left guard and left tackle combo the end up to the first guy on the next level. That turns out to be the nickel, Abram, the safety. So combo here, one-on-one here, combo here. Again, look at the hat on the hat. You get blocked with the tight end on the linebacker. The combo now is getting up on the safety, Abram. They have walled off and gotten his shoulders turned, leverage here by the center. And this combo now is working up to the next linebacker. And so at the time the ball carrier gets to the line of scrimmage, everybody's blocked. Here, 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 and here. You cannot block it any better than that. That is textbook by the Kentucky offensive line. In the last touchdown in the game to stretch it out, State's 4 defensive linemen are all trying to work out so that they can all bring all those 2 linebackers and 1 safety right up the chute. They're trying to get 7 in there, 2 linebackers and a safety, and they want this side going this way, this side going this way to kind of create this opening in that offensive line, but they can't get it done. I'll show you how. The first thing is A phenomenal job by the Kentucky center picking up that linebacker right at the snap of the ball, turning him around and driving him in the ground. That's just a one-on-one physical win right there. The other is this linebacker, Lewis, can't get free enough, and the free safety flying down in, who knows it's run and trying to get there, he's unblocked, can't make this one-on-one tackle. So one doesn't get off. Everything's blocked here. The offensive line, doing another job. You get the knockdown by the center. So the hole is created, and the only guy to step in it now unblocked is the safety, and McLaurin just can't get him to the ground, and he's off and running. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Hats off to Kentucky. It was a really nice win for them. They're undefeated. They got a good football team, and now they've got a national ranking to go with it. Mississippi State got a chance to still be a good football team. One game doesn't make or break a season. And, if you look at it, there's a recent example, last year's LSU team. A lot like this. Early in the year, go on the road in the SEC, kind of got whipped 37-7 in Starkville by Mississippi State. Still had a struggle or two after that, but eventually turned it around, beat Auburn in Baton Rouge last year, turned their season around, went on, won 9 games. So it can be done. Hope you enjoyed that. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Radio Wyatt. And thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring these videos. Y'all can check them out over at renaissancennation.com. All right, see you next time.